us. I feel like I've seen a lot of you guys recently in the flesh. I mean, I've watched you obviously quite a lot in the show because we were all on After Sun together. Did you have a good night?
Yes, I feel like we've been so busy recently, like we haven't stopped. We had a complete whirlwind as soon as we left the villa. It was very overwhelming for us because we're very normal people. We've had a similar upbringing, both from small little villages, living a normal lifestyle, and then coming out of the villa, everything changes and you are so busy. We've absolutely loved it. Like, the buzz has been amazing and we really enjoy it, and especially doing the experiences together brings you closer together, I think. But no, it's been very quick, rapid and quick changeovers.
It's good that you've got each other actually to keep each other, because like everyone says it does get a bit like crazy when you come out. There was a wee bit of tension on Sunday night. A few people have asked me to ask you, is everything okay now with Ellie and Charlie and you guys? Is that all done and dusted?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I am a good believer in arguments make friendships stronger. So yeah, of course.
Good. That's what we like to hear, because this is the part of the show that we love, when those friendships form as well as like the love that forms. And like we saw from Alex and Alexandra being in the Hideaway, it seems to be like all that group, like the friendship that forms in the villa as well as love is just as important to everyone. Did that make you miss it, watching everyone like pile on into like Dr. Alex and Alexandra's Hideaway?
we used to like, we were big friends with everybody as well. Especially like George's best friend was Danny and my best friend was Jack. So, and they were like really supportive over me and George's relationship. And it makes us miss like our time there, and when you hear like little inside jokes and then you're like, oh, I remember that one.
Because we were saying, so when Samira came in to see us, she mentioned that Dr. Alex has these like weird songs and we'd never heard this before. And then he sang one of them last night when he was going into the Hideaway, and you were like, oh, that's it, that's what he does.
Doins.
What does it mean?
And he does this other one where he goes, so basically if the boys are at the bar and they're waiting for the drinks to come, Alex will go, ahoy, and then and whoever's got the beers, then when they got the beers, they call out dohoy. It's weird, I know, but we used to do it all the time.
I was going to say, so did all you guys join in?
Basically, it'd be like a mating call. So if Alex wanted our attention, he wanted attention from the boys, he'd just go, ahoy, and then we would all meet Jack and everyone would be like, ahoy, and then we'd come and like meet each other.
This is going to be a single. It's going to be a little bit like Little Bit Leave It, like Kevin Kristen, isn't it? Georgia, you were definitely a friend of all the girls in there, and actually you were really loyal to all of them. And what we saw of your side of the friendship of those girls is like, I remember that moment that you went and lay in the bed with Rosie after she'd had that argument with Adam. You were really quite, I felt that you were really open and aware of people's feelings in there, especially the girls. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. Friendship to me is such an important thing, and you treat others how you want to be treated, to be honest. And when Rosie was going through that time, if I was her, I would have needed a friend. And that's why I was there for her, because she needed me then. And I knew that. And friendship is so important.
Well, you all keep in touch outside the villa?
Some. I wouldn't say everyone.
Okay.
Just in terms of, me and George aren't interested in going all to the parties and meeting everyone every time. The first thing we did was I met George's family, and the next day Georgia met my family. And that was the most important thing for us.
Well, in last night's episode, we saw the lie detector test. You guys are saying, oh, you wish you'd done that.
Yeah, there's so many experiences in that villa now. Obviously, it's getting very, very tense and tasteful, and I do wish that me and Sam could have experienced that together, because it's like once-in-a-lifetime experiences. But obviously, due to our situation that we were in, we wanted to be together, so we did leave the villa. But I do feel like I'd love to do that.
What would you have asked Sam?
I would have asked him, is it true that you did really like me when you walked in?
I wish we had like lie detector test in the podcast, because we could reenact it.
That'd be brilliant.
So we just pretend and you just put the green light for all of them.
Okay.
And I was always telling the truth.
Yeah, you'd love that, wouldn't you?
And anything else?
Do you like my cooking?
I want you to answer this now. Yes. Is your cooking awful?
No, it's all right.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, what about my tea making?
You've only made me like banana on toast. Like.
New Jack went for a kind of different, not tactic, it's more like, he just was honest when he was asked a few questions, and that seemed to hurt Surfer Laura. So he was asked, would your head be turned? He said yes, and that was true. He was also asked about did he think that they would last, and he said yes, and that was true. So like both sides, it was good, like him. But he was quite brutally truthful about a couple of questions, and it seemed to really hurt Surf and Laura. Do you think that it's better to be honest in that situation?
Well, for me, it's definitely, because I think honesty is the best policy. It's always good to be honest, and sometimes the truth hurts, but it's better than lying, isn't it?
Do you think they're into each other as a couple?
A little bit. I mean, they are a new couple, so the fact that he answered those questions when he did, and
it's quite full on, isn't it? When you've only just met someone.
That's what I mean. I do feel like in the villa, it's sometimes a lot of pressure to crack on quick, and maybe that is the reason why loads of the islanders in there didn't see me and Sam, because we treated that relationship like it was outside the villa, and I think that's what makes a true relationship. So yes, they are new, and he's been answering truthfully, and I think hats off to him.
Do you think she'll come back from this? Because we saw a couple of tears in the preview last night, didn't we? Like the little teaser at the end of like Surf and Laura. She looked quite upset still by the lie detector test is obviously made to shake things up a bit, isn't it? Like that's exactly what it does. Do you love it?
I love it. This is what we need to watch. Drama. Brilliant.
You guys were really close to Jack and Danny. Obviously, we saw a bit of like tension between them, like reacting to that lie detector. What do you think about that whole situation with those two having to go through that?
I think it's like mum and dad fighting, and we see that. It's like, don't fight, guys. We'll be all right. But they'll get through it.
Yeah, Georgia, you were saying the same, weren't you? You're just like, this is just a bump in the road.
Yeah, everyone has them. Do you know what? They're real as well. Like, if they weren't to row, it would be weird.
Yeah, every relationship has a row, and if it doesn't, then I don't think it's a real relationship.
Exactly, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Megan and Wes, their kind of whole lie detector test seemed all right. There was one question about would he take her home to his parents, and that was undetermined. And I don't know if you noticed, but she's we'd seen a situation in them on the date where she was quite sensitive. She opened up about saying, I'm always very scared about meeting someone's parents because, you know, of my history and you know, I'm not like she's like, I don't have a background that basically is squeaky clean, and she's been quite upfront about that. Do you think that will be quite hurt by him being undetermined in that reaction?
Yeah, I think so, maybe a little bit. You never want to kind of hear someone,
because he answered really lovely ones, like, do you think you're compatible? Yes, that was right. Loyal with attention? Yes. Wife material was no, but then again, it's like too early, isn't it, to be like wifey and all that stuff?
Yeah, completely. That's what I mean. I feel like that's not a normal relationship. If they've been together for however long in there, it is only a couple of months. You're not going to be thinking, I'm going to completely marry this person straight away. You're not.
Who would you say, out of all of the couples that are still in there, that will split up the quickest coming out of the villa? Who are not genuine? Because Georgia, you were saying you don't think that Dr. Alex and Alexandra will last outside the villa.
They won't.
You were saying that though as well, weren't you, Sam? You were like, nah.
No, I've had conversations with both, and there was moments when they both said, I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure I like that person enough, but obviously I've been out now, and since I've been out they've got closer again, so they might have resolved those issues. But yeah, I've had conversations with both, and they've both kind of had little doubts.
Okay, do you think Megan and Wes are going to last?
I like to hope so, I like to think so, but you just don't know. It is so different out here.
I must ask you, there was an amazing episode where you were like, you had to pie him in the face, didn't you, Wes? And you were like, we've got a love-hate relationship. He loves me, I hate him. That is totally just jesting though, right? Because I heard that you guys are really, really close friends. And you don't actually hate him. Like you're the pranksters or something in the villa?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, Sam was my biggest partner in crime completely, but yeah, me and Wes were completely really good friends. He was one of my really good friends there for sure, and we had banter together. That's banter. Do you know what I mean? People can take things too seriously.
No, I just asked Samira, I was like, are they like, do they not like each other? Friends? She's like, oh my god, no, the pranksters in the villa. She's like, they're so fun together.
Yeah, we really are.
She like, and she was also like the one that was saying that she thought Wes would maybe stray outside the villa just because he is young and he likes the attention and he's playful. But she's like, I don't think it doesn't mean he likes Megan. I just think that he might have his head turned outside the villa because he is a really fun guy and he's young, and you know.
I think other way.
With some that's the general public.
That's what. Yeah, I agree. I think they're very different people. Okay. I really do.
Okay. I will have to say, I do have to point out when Josh was asked if he thought he was falling in love with Kaz, you both went, I like that. So I feel like you've come full circle now.
At the end, I can't thank Josh enough for what he did. From the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful for what he did. Yes, it was a very hard time for me. I got through it. But if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be with Sam.
Yeah.
And the relationship I have with Sam is so much more pure and so much more real. I am honestly so grateful for what he did. I really am, and I hope he's happy.
I love that.
That's really cute.
That's all I needed to know. I mean, I wasn't even asking about that, but I just thought it was. Neither of you were even thinking about it. You were just watching it, and you just both went, "Oh, that's nice." And it's like that was genuine, and that's what I wanted to like get across because we were sat there watching the episode with you guys.
Course, yeah.
I don't think that could have been.
We want to see like these genuine couples. Like we want to see, like we want to see the love, don't we?
That's
We want
why
to see the love.
everyone loves the show. Like people always ask me, like, why do people love it so much now? And I was like, because everyone loves love.
Yeah.
We all
they
love
do.
love. Right, okay, it's about time that we get to these.
Your predictions.
So it looks like we can expect